of people who have the testing knowledge. Here what will happen, the maximum cases which you are going to recruit, the companies are recruiting, that is for the support projects. How does it happen? I will give you direct examples which you compare to going for the definitions and all. I got a requirement from the user, like storage location, new storage location has to be created. Okay, I went to SPRO, I made what you call new storage location under my plant, and then I told my what you call the testing people, I have created the storage location, please test different scenarios and let me know whether it is working fine or not. As a testing consultant, what will you create? I will give just examples only. Example, creation or change of storage location. What we do, what kind of things we create, the testing as per the designed testing thing. You might have, whenever you create a new storage location or change of storage location, you have to run this test case. Okay, that design was predefined by your support model and all. What kind of testing you supposed to do? What kind of testing you do? Create one PO and check the details. Do one goods receipt. Okay, do one goods receipt and check the stock under the storage location. Before that, create a material under the storage location. It means we will create a material by extending the plant data storage one that we use, right? If you extend, that material will be available for the storage location also. The table wise we see in the MERD table and all that we will discuss in the next. And what we do, transfer posting of stock from old storage location to new storage location and vice versa. Okay, the same thing also we will do that and also new to old storage location. Okay, these kind of activities we perform. These kind of activities we perform in the system. Okay, and also for example, if it is a storage location address kind of changes, then we'll do like the activities like address. For example, you have updated the storage location address, then we'll see that address is visible. New storage location address is visible in PO print. New storage location address is visible in goods receipt slip, etc. Why I am using etc. You might have some other developments where the storage location address is used. These all testings they will design. See, whenever you make one changes, you have to perform these test cases. Then only you will tell that respective storage location has created successfully without any issues. And then when you are working with that storage location in production system for your scenarios, there will not be any issues. Okay, I have given with my experience these kind of points. One testing team will take 1 or 2 days for that activities and all. They will say like testing is this testing successful, success, they will give the result and then they will send to the support person. Then support person will take, yeah, testing is successful, then he will move to quality system. Maybe that they as per the plan, maybe this testing might be planned in quality system only, generally quality system. Once the development is done, he will verify everything is fine, then he will move to quality and ask testing team to perform it. Once testing team has completed it is successful, then he will ask user to test. User also will verify all the details. Once user has given a confirmation like yes, the storage location is fine for us, the address, and it is working fine for all the activities, please go ahead. Then he will move that storage location configuration, the respective transport request to production system. In this, whatever all these activities will be done by testing consultant, and only the going to SPRO and maintain storage location will be done by that respective support consultant. Many of the projects, the configuration and also the testing will be done by same consultant, but certain projects they will keep a separate team for testing activities. This is one example I have given. Like that you can give different examples like maintain new reason for movement type, or you have done some changes to the screen layout of the purchase order. Otherwise you have made some changes to the program, you have made some changes to the report. Okay, any these kind of any changes if you do, the respective testing team will do the activities. Okay. These are the heads up. Now coming to the troubleshooting in testing. The question which we are raised is troubleshooting in testing. I have given some background of the troubleshooting, what you call testing activity. Now we come to troubleshooting. Troubleshooting means when you get an issue, you are checking the different possibilities. Okay, coming to you have got a one test case. Okay, you don't know what happened, or you know slightly there are some changes that happened. They gave you like please run this test cases. Okay, for material creation one test case, PO creation one test case, goods receipt, different test cases are there, you are running it. When you are running this transfer posting from stock of old storage location to new storage location, okay, the first one basic error you got is there is, for example, you are trying to transfer of 20 quantity, system has given that deficit of 5 quantity. Then what will you do? Okay, there is a shortage of stock. Then you go to MMBE and give that material and old storage location. You see the stock of 15, but you are trying to transfer 20. Okay, then either you have to decrease the stock to 15 or increase the stock of old to 20. Then only you can do. It's kind of small troubleshooting. You got an issue, you analyzed what is the reason for that, and you have fixed that. Next level. New storage location is not visible in the printout. You created a PO, you have given the new storage location, you have gone to ME23N and see the messages and all. In the printout, the storage location address is not correct. Okay, then how do you troubleshoot? You will go to the storage location and go to maintain storage location and address. Okay, we'll just see that point. Troubleshooting means you got an issue, you are identifying the reason for the issue and then you have to fix it. The simple meaning you can understand. See, now you go to that storage location and what address was maintained, whether that address is correct or not, and this address and PO print address you just both you compare it. See, there is an address, you just compare whether that address is correct or not. They have not maintained anything. Okay, you just have to compare whether the address which was given in the PO is coming correct or not. Okay, if it is not coming, then you have to address to ABAP consultant. See, the storage location address is correct in the configuration, but the system is not picking the latest address which is available in the configuration to the PO print. Then you and ABAP consultant will sit and work on that, and we will identify the issue. That is one kind of thing. And each example I'm giving what kind of issues you are getting and how you are troubleshooting. When you are getting this address is not coming, the first point what you have to check whether the PO is having the proper storage location or not. It is there. The second check, then go to the configuration. Just now what we have seen, check the address. That address and this address is same or not. If it is same, then you have to update the address itself. But in configuration in SPRO address is correct, but in PO print address is coming as a old PO address, old storage location address, or something is missing. Then you have to sit with ABAP and check the smart form and identify what is missing any logic is missing, otherwise any kind of performance issue and all, the ABAP has to fix that. Then PO will have a correct storage location address in the printout. Then the issue is resolved. Okay, these kind of troubleshootings, you can give lot of examples. Whatever you activity do, you are creating a material, system is say giving some number range error, you are creating a material, system is saying that the valuation class is not defined. Any kind of errors which when you get that kind of things, how we are resolving, to which team you are for example, if it's a configuration issue, you may concentrate on, you may talk with your consultant. Okay, that respect support consultant, please check the configuration, I think it is done wrongly or something. If it is ABAP related, you will interact with ABAP and tell that respective thing. And if it is any connection related issues, for example, you are working on any development, the data is fetching from some third party system, then you will ask them to verify like whether the connection is proper or not. You will talk with the basis consultant, uh, to check whether the connection is proper or not. Okay, and if it is any ABAP related, you will work with ABAP. If it is authorization related, we talk with the authorization. How we are interacting, they will have a guidelines, what are the roles of a testing consultant and what are the roles of a support consultant. In your activity, what are your roles, what is your limitations of your job, all these things will be defined by respect to manager and the respective roles. According to that, we will follow and troubleshoot that respective issues. If you are if you are getting a question like what are your roles as a rollout consultant, the same thing I explained, what are the roles of a rollout consultant. First understand the what rollout you are going to do, what is your reference company code, when the rollout will happen. For example, there is a Bangalore, in Koramangala there is a branch. Okay, you are doing some new branches in 2-3 branches in same Bangalore. You want to roll out the same processes to that new branches. Then you will take this plant as a reference. Then you will check what are the processes are implemented in that plant. Understanding the reference plant activities and all, then creation of new plants by copying from the reference plant, and what are the processes we have, whether which processes we want to create. For example, same PO document type they want to use, we don't have to create. Materials extension we have to do, and any specific transactions like release strategies for your plant and all, you have to activate it. Means you have to tell what are the roles as a rollout consultant, understanding the business processes and what scenarios are mapped during implementation for respect to plant which you are taking as a reference. How do you take a reference? For example, India plant, if you are going the rollout, then any India plant they will take it as a reference. If it is a Bangalore, they will give near business what kind of plant we have. They will give as a one reference plant. We copy it and we do the entire setup. Understanding the reference plant business processes and what are the processes mapped during implementation, and what PO document types they have, what are the material types they are using, and whether the business is asking for you to create a new document types for PO, PR and all for your new plant or not. If they are asking, you have to create a new document types, otherwise you will use the existing document types only. Only the plant specific things like adding your plant in your release strategies, and adding your plant to any valuation grouping code in the configuration of automatic account determination, and creation of your new plant, creation of storage location for your plant, and then coming to master data, existing all materials you have to extend to your new plant. Okay, vendor master, if you have any new purchasing organization, we can extend, otherwise you don't have to do that. Creation of info records for your new plant. These kind of activities you can address to them. See the activities, how does it happen in real time when you see that respective areas. For example, in when you're learning the course and all, what we do, for example, if you take master data, first we do configuration and then testing. Testing means creation of materials, creation of master data like materials, vendors, etc. Coming to purchasing, we do first configuration of document type, number ranges and all, and then creating PR, contract, PO, etc. Okay. This is the step by step we follow that. But when it comes to the real time, how does it happen? For example, first we do in development system in real time, we configure everything from enterprise structure to, okay, you can say like special procurement types. Enterprise structure to special procurement in golden client, we can say like development system. Then we will do testing from material to till all inventory, invoice verification, all testings we do it in testing. Same the development system. At once we do it, then we move the changes to quality, and in quality we do all the scenario based testing and all. Then we will move to production. That's what happened in the real time. Okay, I'll just start recording. See the support activities, when you're working in support, we maximum work on production system, right? But in production, what kind of things we do? For example, if you get any thing like updating the storage location, or creating new PO document types, or creating the new reason for movement type, all these things we cannot do directly in the production because those are all configuration. Okay, what we do, we change in development system, and we test it. Once it is fine, we move to quality. We ask business to test. Business is also saying fine. Then we will move to production. That aspect of changes will come to production. That is one case. That is change management through. And another one, there are certain things we can directly change in production by ourselves. What kind of things? For example, they are asking to change the release value. Earlier it is 0 to 50,000. Now they are asking for 0 to 1 lakh. That you can directly change in production system, because that classification changes will be allowed you by in SPRO, or by using the transaction code CL20N. We directly go and update the release statuses. Okay, that kind of things we do. But if your requirement, if you get an issue, and that issue will be resolved if you change material master data, like maybe material master, maybe vendor master, maybe what you call service master, info record, anything. Or else if you change any data in the PO, or if you change any data in the goods receipt, any transaction data or master data which you are able to see here, even the condition records like MEK1, anything, any business transaction, we won't do any changes in the production system. We will guide them to change, or we will inform the respective team to change it. Only in SPRO things only we do it, but in production SPRO everything will be in display mode. Very few things like this RASN CL20N, which will be useful to update the release strategies directly. For example, for release group, if we have anything, for example, if you want to update any release strategy related things, these things only we can update here. Other than that, everything will be done in the configuration. But finally, what you have to understand is, in SPRO we are the owner, and the SAP Easy Access, what you see, all of our transaction codes like PR, PO creation, everything is a business transaction which we won't perform in the production system. Only we will guide them to change it, because that is a complete real-time business production system where we don't have authorization, and also as per the business and even the limits of their roles of the consultant and the business user, we won't do any activities in the production system, only we will guide them. Okay, as for this, we got a next question as some important tables. I mentioned many times, like if you come to my blog also, I put one the important tables. You just go to that tables, you will get the document. Okay, you just download it. It has important tables in each area. I will just brush up few things. Many times I have given this topic and all. If you go to SC11, where we can see the tables, I will just show you from master data, MARC. MARC is the table, the data which will be saved for the plant level data. Okay, if you want to see the plant data of a material, you can go to MARC. Here always try to spend some 15 minutes every day to go to SC11 and see some 2-3 tables and what fields are available. Okay, that's it. You will slowly start remembering. See, then you click on this blue box, then you will get it the material, and give 1000 plant, and any material you want to see, for example 100, 120, then you can execute. You will see the details of all plant data and all. This, for example, if you are working in a report and any smart form, anything, if you want to capture MRP type, or if you want to capture MRP controller, okay, and what is the lot size, and also what is the purchasing group, anything if you want to capture for the respective material, you use the MARC table. Okay, like that. If you go to EKKO, EKKO is the purchase order header. Header means the vendor number, PO document type. Okay, see what kind of details will be saved. EKKO, purchase document header, uh, company code, document type, okay, vendor number, terms of payment, exchange rate, purchase group, purchasing organization, all these details will be saved in EKKO table. If you build up any logic, then you will get from the here. Okay, and we have MSEG is a very important table for goods movement. If you have done goods receipt or goods issue or transfer posting, any kind of goods movement, the respect to maximum of details will be saved in MSEG table. See that material document year, material document number, which material, what is the plant, what is the storage location, what movement type you have performed, whether it is a 101 goods receipt or 311 storage location to storage location, what kind of movement type, everything details we will get in MSEC table. These are the some important tables, some 15 to 20 tables. If you just practice daily, it will be very helpful for you. That's what we have mentioned in that date also. That is about your tables, and you just download the document and see what are the important tables which they have mentioned. Make it a practice, then only you can tell, like for example how I am telling, like vendor master will be some logic. Purchase order header table is EKKO. In PO header what details will be available. For example, if you open a PO and header, vendor master, vendor number, PO document type, purchasing organization, if you see that header, what details are there, vendor number, and purchasing organization, purchasing group, company code, terms of payment, Incoterms, document type. Okay, these are document date. All these details are saved in EKKO. Like that, you can start remembering when you have some kind of practice. Okay, this is about the your question tables. And coming to the next point, retrieving data from database. Actually, as a functional consultant, retrieving the data from database will be mainly getting data from the tables. Okay, if you go for a technical and all, there are certain kind of data how to fetch and all. But as a functional consultant, they are taking data from database means just now what we have done, the same concept. For example, they have asked you like from table you want to know list of info records which are created. Okay, go to table EINA, which is info record table. Okay, when you want to know the list of info records which are created from June 1st 2016 to till now. 29/10/2016. Go to EANA table, click on number of SC 195 info records are created. How to fetch the data, how to retrieve the data, like that you can get it. Then if you want to see that data and all, you can get this. Okay. If you want to download to Excel sheet or something, you can download from this also. Go to this edit and click on download. This is for info record, and if you want to get a list of POs, we have already discussed the POs, right? Maybe list of info purchase requisitions which are created in the recent days and all, IBAN table. From the tables we can get the data from data of according to requirement. If you have a good command on tables, then obviously it is very easy to retrieve the data for your reports or for your smart form. Otherwise you want to have this kind of data, you want to give to your manager and all, by using table you can download the data and you can provide to the respective department who has asked you the data. Okay. See, the next question was the business processes. The business processes will be, if you tell the complete business process according to your company and all, it may be different. For example, if you take a construction company, you have to tell what business process your company is, what construction company will do. They will buy that all cement and irons, all raw materials. They will buy a place, okay, and they will take a lot of manpower for workers and engineers and also architect for any kind of designing and all. They will construct that building, okay. Then they will sell or they will give for rent according to that thing. That will come under the real estate, giving rent and taking the things and all those things, okay. If you take any manufacturing company, buying of the raw materials and keeping in the stores, and according to the formula which is given by the R&D team, they will do the production. Once the production is done, they will get the finished product. In that finished product, they will have this other manpower charges, any additional things and all. They will fix a MRP, maximum retail price, and they will sell to the market. That is their business process. That's a simple way. If you tell overall business, you have to understand what a courier company will do. They will have that office where they will have this courier equipment and all. They will charge 50 rupees from you, and their manufacturing for the courier and the person who is working and all these expenses, then the remaining amount will be the profit. That is the business. But when you come to as an MM consultant, if you tell what business processes you have worked and all, you can take anything like P2P, standard procurement process. Okay, where any department will need the materials, then purchase request will be generated, then we convert into PO. If you have the vendor and all, known vendor, we create the PO and send, give to vendor, and then get the materials. We do the goods receipt, okay, then issue to the respective department. This is standard procurement. Subcontracting is a business process. How do you do that? We have a components, we buy from the different vendors and we keep the components with us, and we give the components through subcontracting purchase order to the vendor. Vendor will take that subcontracting components and prepare the final product, and he will give to us. I will take that final product to my warehouse and I will pay the subcontracting charges or service charges to my vendor. Okay, that is subcontracting procurement. It's a process. It's a business process. And what is the consignment business process? Consignment process, the vendor will, I order the material, vendor will give in a bulk quantity and he will keep in my company premises. Whenever I need, I don't pay single rupee to him. Whenever I need that material, I will take that material and then I will pay the amount to the vendor. MM processes wise, you can tell these processes. What are your company's overall business process means? The earlier what I have told you. It's a courier company, what is their business? What is the construction company, what is their business? Facility management company, what is their business? Now we are having some laundry services in online. What is their business? They will publish their laundry services in the market, and they will go to the customers and they take their dresses and how much amount they will fix. According to that, they will do that service. They will give that clothes and take the money. What Flipkart is doing their business, they are having their hub where they are keeping the products of different vendors, and they are giving an assistance, or they are giving one platform to keep all the products of different vendors in their platform, that is called Flipkart platform. They will take some service charges as a seller. Okay, for example, 100 rupees they are selling means they will take some 5 or 10% margin, and even that vendor is happy because he is getting a good platform where he can sell materials, because people trust that brand of Flipkart. And also they have a good market, because across the world or across country people can see and buy it. If he is having one shop, or if he is having one site in local, only the respect to street people or the respect to city people will come and buy. That is their business process. But when it comes to MM, we tell like these things and all, like any process, consignment, subcontracting, where you have a good command. If they ask you some additional questions also, you will be in a position to face that questions. That kind of process we can tell. Okay, last question is inventory management and movement types. Okay, inventory management. What is the role of inventory management in SAP MM? Okay, if you take inventory management role, already we know like what process are available in inventory management. Once the goods are received to your warehouse, maybe against purchase order, or maybe against a production order, or maybe without purchase order you have received the goods and all. Once the goods have come to your warehouse, that the activities will be managed by the what management we do, that is called inventory management. The name itself is saying that you have inventory, how you are managing. Okay, how you are managing. For example, if you take inventory management, once the goods are receiving the goods, goods received, maybe against PO or without PO, against production order, against purchase order, any process, goods are received to your warehouse. The receiving will take care about the inventory management. What kind of movement type we have? 101, 103, 105, 107 and 109. These movement types you can just take a look on that. And return delivery, or return to vendor. You are giving the material, sometimes damaged material, something you are giving to vendor. At that time, movement types like 122, 124, 161. These movement types, what kind of movement types will be useful for that and all. And if you take transfer posting, when do you do the transfer posting? One location to another location you want to transfer, otherwise consignment stock to own stock. Any these kind of transfer postings we use like 301, 303, 305, 311, maybe you can say like 411K, 343, any some important movement types, like those movement types you can pick it and you can talk confidently on those movement types. You don't have to tell these many things. Pick any 2-3 movement types and explain what exactly it will work and all. And goods issue to different departments or project, goods issue against cost center, and maybe project, maybe production order or any order. Okay, any these kind of goods issues also we can take, and we can take it. Then the physical inventory. Physical inventory is a stock taking process. Physical inventory stock taking process. We have movement type 701 and 702. It is just useful for you to check your compare your system inventory and physical inventory. If the differences are very high, you can analyze and what exactly the root cause for that issue. Maybe any spillages, otherwise operators are not operating properly, or any machines are not working properly, and the weighing balances are not good. What kind of reasons we can work on that issues and we will fix those things. Inventory management, these are the main areas. Already I have well explained in those inventory management concepts and all. And you pick some good movement types and try to know how the movement types are available. And if you open the transaction like OMJJ, where you see the movement type, OMJJ is the transaction code. For example, if you want to see any movement type, like for example you want to see 201, give from and to 201, and you just check that movement type configuration things, like how it is standard movement type. like you can say like what is the stock determination rule, what is the control reason, what is this control reason, any reason is optional or mandatory. Okay, and if you go to field selection, okay, goods issue, what are the field selection keys are mentioned here, and which fields are required entry and which fields are optional. There is a field called KOSTL is a required entry. What is that field? If you want to go and see that table, okay, MSEG or something table, and just give what is KOSTL. KOSTL means cost center. Why it is mandatory? Because 201 is a goods issue against cost center. That's why cost center should be a mandatory. That's why it has become required entry. We made it as a required entry. And account grouping. If you see that how account, which kind of whenever you use 201, system will pick the VBR, goods issue for consumption, GBB VBR. Why it is picking? Because of this configuration. All these kind of things you will come to know when you see the configuration of the respective movement types and all, because 201 is a number, 301 is a number, but 201 is issuing your goods, 301 is just transferring your good from one place to another place. Why is behaving like that? Because of this OMJs. Each step if you see, you will come to know what exactly the use and all. Okay, when comes to inventory management, these are the important processes we highlight, and pick some 2-3 movement types where you can get some, where you can talk some more things. Then if the interviewer is going to beyond some questions also, you will be in a position to answer it.